Hi everyone, my name is Liz Truesdell and I'm the field supervisor for your students from Canisius College who are participating with you this semester for their observation hours. I wanted to send you a quick video in addition to sending you an email because over the last week I've received quite a few emails from teachers that have pretty basic or general questions, and I apologize. Normally you would get a packet ahead of time once you agree to be a mentor teacher, and I'm afraid that maybe some people didn't get this sent out. We are working on a new system with a new placement process, and so I do apologize if it's been confusing, and please know that it was not my intent to keep you in the dark for this long. So at this point, you have agreed to mentor our Canisius students for 30 observation hours. If you are in a middle school or a teaching setting that has a K through 12 mix of students, you might be hosting somebody for 60 hours, as some of our students need 30 in elementary, 30 in secondary. Secondary also encompasses middle school. So I am going to keep one video for both classes because there is such an overlap happening. And pretty much the requirements are the same. I will try to point out when in fact they're not. So our students did receive this syllabus that you see on your screen before you, and I will scroll through it. At the time, I will attach this in an email so that you can see the learning goals that our students are getting. And again, just reminding them to dress appropriately, be professional, and things like that. The main concern that I think a lot of teachers have asked would be their portfolio of tasks, as you can kind of see here. So that is something that I'll attach separately to you in an Appendix A, but I will go here real quick. I'm going to just make sure that I have you on my screen. Okay. Your participation requirements basically is the same for both classes. I did have due dates put in, but just a reminder to you teachers that this is a pass-fail 0 credit course for our students. And so the administration that came up with this guideline and these tasks it's with the understanding that some students weren't placed until as little as 2 days ago, and also that if they get it done by the end of November, we will still accept it. So if your student is behind on submitting these, it's not on you. It's something that we are cognizant of and okay with. That also being said, that they should be about here, anywhere from preparing and delivering a full lesson and observing a student. You will notice on the secondary requirements that it does say progress report evaluation submitted by mentor teacher. We were not given that this semester, and so maybe next semester it will be put into the standard rubric, but for now you can just disregard. If by 11/5 you have any issues or concerns that your student is not going to be achieving that passing grade, I would ask you to reach out and respond to the email that I'm going to send to you. Your students are encouraged to observe and get as involved as you would like them to be. And this checklist hopefully allows them to do that. It hopefully lets them talk to you about students who enjoy physical education, grading policies, assessments that you may or may not use, and things along that. So you can take a look at that. But again, none of this is on you to make sure that they're getting done. The students should be using this to, again, just let me know and confirm that they're actually doing what they need to do with you in the classroom. So you do have to note that your student in the secondary will be delivering an instant activity and a warm-up. That is also the same for the elementary. Your students will, in both classes, prepare and deliver a full lesson that they will video record and submit on GoReact. Because it is their first time doing that, it is not a graded lesson from the Canisius standpoint, but what we have given to you, and I will go back to the syllabus here, what you will get and you can use if you feel comfortable. When you're watching your student perform their full lesson, let me scroll through right here. We've given you, this is new, a teacher, one of the professors at Canisius thought you might enjoy using what they call a duration instrument. And that all simply means that you would mark down here, or again on the side of the lesson plan that your student provides you, how long are they talking? How long were they handing out equipment? How long were the students in the classroom actually active for? So this, if you're comfortable using it, allows you to give them, your student, minute-to-minute breakdown of how their class went. Again, if you're the type of teacher that doesn't need this piece of paper and is able to tell them through memory or, by proving to them through their effectiveness, feel free to, again, use this as you see fit. Along with the lesson observation form. This semester, it is not mandatory for your student to take a copy and submit it to me as proof that they have been watched and observed by you, their mentor. Next semester, it probably will be back in the curriculum, so you might want to get familiar with it if you're one of our new mentor teachers. Thank you, by the way. Your lesson observation form simply asks you to go through and based on what you've observed, are they a beginning, developing, effective, or highly effective planner? And this gives you the rubric that we use when we eventually go through and grade their lesson plans and their performance in the next time that they come around in their 200 hours. How did they deliver their instruction? And finally, their professionalism. And again, you can feel free, if there is an issue here, once you've done this, we do recommend or encourage you to give feedback, to go over this form directly with your student after they've taught a lesson. If you don't like this form and you're using something different, again, for this semester it's going to be okay, but next semester we are going to ask our students to get a completed copy from you and submit to us. So please just keep that in the back of your mind if you plan on, continuing on as a mentor in our program. Okay, so pretty much that's it for you at this point. The final thing that you'll see in the attachment I'm going to send you is this Qualtrics evaluation. So you do not have a midterm evaluation, again, just to reiterate that, but you will have to fill out a Google document that will be sent to you around Thanksgiving. And this is just a simple copy in case you want to see what's coming. It asks you have they completed their required number of clock hours? Our students are not required to submit a log. However, they are encouraged to keep track, because if you, the mentor, circle no, we go back to the student and ask them to prove how many times they've been with you. We do understand that some students are bouncing back and forth between schools. We understand that some of your mentors, teachers might not be able to give them the full phys ed experience if they're teaching math or study hall or have lots of planning periods. So our students might be in the building observing other PE teachers in their classes, and that all counts toward their overall 30 hours. So again, if you are comfortable feeling as though they put a 30 hours of observation experience in, you'll click that yes. You'll then go through the scale of 1 to 6. Again, you can look through this at your leisure once it's sent to you, and then you will just simply sign your name. I actually think that happens at the beginning of the Qualtrics. The placement dates were pretty vague on. It's 9/1 through 12/15 or whatever, the middle of December might be. Somebody did just ask in an email, when does the semester end? We try to ask our students to have their hours done the first week of December, because our final grades are due between the second and third week of December, and inevitably we will have 2 to 3 students who are asking for extensions, and so we try to just kind of head that off by getting them to get it done early. You could put my name down as the college supervisor. I am Elizabeth Truesdell. You might have been dealing with Elizabeth Turner at this point, who is our new head of school placements. So she's really actually new to the whole process and is now in charge of placing not only PE, but also health and actually any of the education students that we have in any academic subject. So, but I am Liz T, and it doesn't matter. It would be great if you could put that, because then I will definitely for sure get a copy of that, your school, the grades, subjects that you teach, your name. That's pretty much all you are going to have to do, again, once this link is sent out around Thanksgiving. So to reiterate, as a mentor teacher, we appreciate that your students are watching you, observing. You feel free to throw them in. Hey, I taught this last lesson. You're here for another class. You get to teach this class. If you're not comfortable with that and you want our Canisius students picking up the discarded equipment and resetting it before the next class comes in, that's great too. We are definitely encouraging them to do as much grunt work as possible, or as much meaningful teaching as you allow or are comfortable with. They will be teaching that lesson and submitting it to me as a video, and you will be filling out a final evaluation. I do hope this video helped you. Please feel free to drop me an email Hopefully this gets us on the same page. Again, I apologize that this video is a little late in coming. Please know that from now on I will make sure that you get this information as soon as I've confirmed that or heard from our office that you are one of our mentor teachers. Thanks for your time and have a great night.